most awesome loading screen ever. Seriously, I mean, every time you load your save game, it recaps everything that you've done. I love it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Metroid Other M. I am your LPer for today, capital G. And we are ready to explore the battleship further. Try and figure out what's happening with the rest of the soldiers here. The Galactic Federation is here. We need to find out why. Eventually, anyways. So, advance. Let's see what else there is to see here on the battleship.
He's dead. Someone or something attacked him. Whoa!
Get away from me! Miles! Enough!
It was obvious that there was some pervasive danger throughout the facility. I didn't know what had brought Adam here, but I did know that cooperation was imperative if we were to restore safety. Adam, listen to me. Clearly, this facility is in complete disorder. It might be too dangerous for your men to go alone. That's why I've...
Look at that!
They're coming out of the wall!
Right, stay calm.
Funny.
Open fire!
What is this thing? It's got an eyeball and it's weird with bugs and it just smacked me upside the head twice. Fire! Uh-oh, dodge.
This ain't good! Nothing's working! Listen up! Freeze guns authorized! Samus, I'm authorizing missile use!
Alright, now we can use our missiles again. Let's blow this dude up. Oh, dodge, dodge, and fail at it. Failing at dodging, never good.
Concentrate fire in a single location and freeze that thing! And Samus, you attack the frozen spot! Now, use your missiles!
Oh, this is interesting. That's something new for a boss fight, like actually getting help from NPCs. Very strange. Very different. I kind of like this. It actually makes it feel like you're fighting alongside these guys. Although it'd probably be cooler if they didn't just stand there. I'll things run a little bit. Of course, the only person the boss is targeting is Samus. I don't know why. Oh, what? Hey, it's that eyeball thing from Zelda. Splat!
Samus, looks like I'm gonna need to ask for your cooperation on this mission, but I'm also gonna have to ask that you follow my commands. You don't move unless I say so, and you don't fire until I say so.
Any objections, lady?
The thumbs up sign had been used by the Galactic Federation for ages. Me? I was known for giving the thumbs down during briefing. I had my reasons, though. Commander Adam Malkovich was normally cool and not one to joke around. But he would end all of his mission briefings by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He was joking, but others weren't. At the time, I felt surrounded by people who treated me like a child, or used kid gloves because I was a woman. And yet with Adam, I was grateful for the nod. My past has left me with an uneasy soul, and as a result, it touched me on some level that Adam would acknowledge that past by calling me something delicate, like lady. And I knew more than anyone that every word from Adam was deliberate. My thumbs down was a twofold response. A sign of derision at being called a lady, and a signal of my complete understanding of the mission orders. The other soldiers were always willing to support me with easy smiles despite the fact that I clearly had so much yet to learn. Among them was Anthony. In the face of his well-meaning behavior and that of the other soldiers, my response was to become increasingly bitter. I was a child, always with something to prove, a chip on my shoulder. And I was angry. I felt that if I let my guard down, I would easily be broken. And beyond that, I was scared. But even in the naivete of my youth, I could see in Adam's joking manner how close he felt to me. Adam knows my past, and he knows me better than anyone else. Confession time. Because I was so young when I lost both of my parents, there's no question I saw Adam as a father figure. When I rebelled against him, I knew I could get away with it. And his paternal compassion in the face of my rebellion reinforced the special bond I felt with him. I understood well that chances were slim that I would ever find anyone that understood me like Adam. And yet, when the time came, I still left his side. I was so young. Young and naive.
Exactly what transpired here on the bottle ship is still uncertain. Here's what we do know. The equipment we thought had been destroyed is operational again. And we've seen casualties attributed to an unidentified and lethal creature. The situation is critical. We need to gather all the information we can, but priority one is to find any survivors and bring them to safety. Consider this site extremely dangerous. Be careful as you make your sweeps. And there's one problem. The wireless interference in this facility is all-pervasive. Your comm systems are useless. As a result, communication channels will be limited to the facility's navigation booths. Well then, Lyle, investigate Sector 1 and show a little restraint with the explosives.
Gotcha.
Maurice, you cover Sector 2. Repair any equipment you come across.
Affirmative.
Anthony, you're Sector 3. I'll leave it to you to decide whether plasma guns are called for.
All right.
James, check out the control bridge. Our communication issues might be the result of electrical interference.
Yes, sir.
And KG, run a complete sweep of the residential quarters and investigate any trace of survivors.
Got it.
Each of you is authorized to use a freeze gun. Do not forget to check in regularly via navigation booths. And Samus, you go to the system management room. Do everything you can to get the electrical system back up and running. Looks like your comm system is still functional. Remember, everything you see will also appear on this screen. Regarding auxiliary weapons, the use of bombs has been authorized. As far as your other weapons go, we will continue to investigate and authorize use as we can. However, we currently have no plans to authorize the use of power bombs. As you know, they have the ability to spread a high-temperature heat wave over a large area, impacting living things. Which is a nice way of saying they can vaporize humans instantly. You should be well aware of how dangerous power bombs are, and how their devastation can't be obstructed with common materials. Once the mission in the system management room is complete, I need you to report back. I'll give you your next orders then. I want you all to be especially careful as you execute your missions. That's the end of the briefing.
It was the first joint mission I'd been a part of since becoming a freelance bounty hunter. And of course, it was the first time since my Federation days that I was following the orders of a commanding officer. Having received mission orders from Adam, I felt confused and strangely exhilarated at the unexpected turn of events. I responded. Understood, Adam. No objections, of course.
Question. Why wasn't this game called Metroid the movie? Holy shit. Like, there's no major problems with that particular cutscene, except for the fact that it was 8 fucking minutes long. How to break the pace of a game. But we're in control now, we've got bombs. Bombs are awesome. But bombs don't blow up this blue thing. Why isn't this panel opening? You would think that bombs can blow up a panel like that. It stands out like a... It's like a pink, almost like a pink paint splotch in a black room. But that's how much it stands out. It's not even pink, it just stands out that much. Oh, okay. If it's not bombs, it's the enemy underneath that's supposed to open it up. This is bomb. Boom. Missile expansion. That's an easy get. But yes, the cutscenes look awesome. Although I'm sure Samus worked with the Galactic Federation in Metroid Prime 3, I wonder why she said she didn't. Like, I've only played it briefly, I borrowed it from a friend. It's the only, one of the few Metroid games I haven't finished. Like, I haven't finished this one yet, and I haven't finished Metroid Prime 3. Pretty much all the other proper releases I've finished, except for Metroid Prime Pinball. But I wouldn't call Metroid Prime Pinball an essential get. Haven't played it yet. I like Metroid and I like Pinball, but strange concept. The one concept that does work is the battle system. I like this. The auto-aiming, being able to, like, when you're shooting, just sort of goes to one knee and just like, snipe, 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 snipe. Love it. The quick dodging. Switching back and forth between first and third person. And energy tank acquired. Now we have our bombs. We got this thing. Not like when we're actually playing the game, it's actually kind of enjoyable. I do like this so far. But 8-minute cutscenes should not happen. Bugs coming out of the computer wire should not happen. Like they nested right behind this computer. And we gotta take them all out before we can get everything back online, it seems. Blam, blam, blam. Get them up, get rid of them. I don't want to see them anymore. Now, something else that would be nice with the missile thing is if it was a specific button we can press for missiles and not just lock on fire a missile. Because it's a big enough target. If I could just press one button and fire off a missile without having to lock on, I'd still hit it. But that's nitpicking at this point. Power on. No more bugs nests. And the lights are on. That's so much better. It's kind of dark in here. This is so much better. And we have orders. We have to go back. So back we go. Oh! Falling. These guys. What are they doing here? What are they doing here? Fire, blow them away. Let's jump on top of these guys. Actually, here's an interesting question. We did a training mode where we practice this stuff. Like, you jump on certain enemies, you can just blast them at full charge. My question is, if we did the training mode for this, and we should know how to do this, why did we have a training mode in the first place if they're going to tell us how to do it at this stage of the game anyways? Now, some early critiques. Mostly nitpick stuff. I find it odd. But then again, I don't know how common it is in other modern games. I don't play a lot of modern games, to be honest with you. Like, I've tried COD, Halo, whatnot. Didn't really enjoy them, so it's... And GTA, no. Really don't like the concepts behind it. And what does this button do now that we have power on? Fixes the bridge. Okay, so let's hope next time we pass that way there's no more surprises. And, oh, that's what that is. That's an elevator. Cool. Don't have to jump all the way up. Another console. Let's see what it does. Pressing buttons. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. Let's see what it does. Okay, it gives us the option to jump up. And wait. Actually, remember that thing we found in the last video? Maybe we can get to it now. That'd be cool if we can get to it now. Especially if we can actually go down. There we are. Where is it? There it is. Morph ball. Missile expansion. Yeah, we figured that. They only give you one missile at a time, though. I guess since you can recharge missiles at will, it makes sense. But it's very different for a Metroid game to have a missile expansion only give you one missile. So anyways, we made some progress and we got through a cutscene. I think we had more cutscene than we had gameplay here. My apologies. Hopefully we won't run into so many in the near future. See you in the next episode.